Hello, my name is Christian Fairbanks, and I attend Bellevue University, and today I'm going to be talking about the World Economic Forum and the Great Reset. Usually, the World Economic Forum holds a meeting every year. This year it's going to be broken up into two parts called the Davos Agenda, and the first part took place between January 25th through the 29th. Speeches were given by health experts, business professionals, political leaders, and social influencers. A variety of people from different nations came together to explain their unique perspectives on how COVID-19 has influenced their particular spheres of expertise and the lessons it's provided. I'll be analyzing the persuasive perspective of Talikian Kairos and Logos to deal with the COVID-19 crisis as it's presented from the WEF and the number of speakers. The philosophy of Kairos and Logos, developed by Dr. Paul Tillich, will define the parameters and terms of Kairos and analyze them through the lens of his contemporaries as well. He was an American-German theologian and professor. COVID-19 has also brought to light various economic impacts, media impacts, public health impacts, public policy, governance, impact on travel. These systems are all addressed by the WEF, and the timing of the leaders couldn't have been more suited to address the number of crises that have occurred because of this. The kairos of this crisis demands our active participation. Cooperative solutions were presented at this meeting so that when they come together again in August, we'll have a clearer look on a way to sustain the world inequity that's gone on for too long. Klaus Schwab's the founder of the WEF. He asked the question, what kind of world do we want to create? One with fairer outcomes, equality and sustainability, and innovation for the public good. The kairos of this speech is the theme of the first meeting of the WEF: restrain, recover, reset. The next generation will inherit over 300% of the world gross domestic product, even if the death toll stopped now. It's believed that an economic great reset can prevent such a disaster through the three primary components he mentions. Where kairos and ethos come together is that kairos necessitates the ethos of decentralizing the monetary systems. This means moving from a stakeholder to a shareholder economy where everyone has a stake in the outcome, as we all do now, and Bitcoin is interestingly one of the cryptocurrencies that was talked about a lot at Davos, and all cryptocurrencies have potential, and that's being acknowledged for health uses as well as just monetary transactions. Xi Jinping talked about collective ownership, which they've come under fire a bit for not handing over not making information public about statistics related to COVID-19. So it seems a bit disingenuous, but nonetheless, he did a very good job discussing what the Fourth Industrial Revolution actually is, and it was appropriate for him to be there. COVID-19 is the trigger event of the kairos encompassed by all of the terms used for this: Fourth Industrial Revolution, Great Reset, stakeholder capitalism. This isn't a single event. It encompasses an ongoing move away from a governance type monetary system of capitalism to collective ownership. It's not a collective ownership in terms of capitalism, but it's a reset to the concept of wealth, an end to trickle-down economics. Dr. Anthony Fauci, of course, spoke. In terms of economics, which is the primary speeches from day one, he connected healthcare cost with price and said that we can't afford the cost of making healthcare pricey. Is basically what it came down to. There's a difference between cost and price, and right now, with the world in such debt, we need a reset to our way of thinking about cost, price, and healthcare. And John Kerry, Build Back Better, he mentioned as the main theme of President Joe Biden's initiative to move the world toward a fight against climate change. And he made clear that Biden understands the kairos of this crisis. With the quote, he knows we don't have a single moment to waste, illustrating why the United States rejoined the Paris Climate Accords and signed executive orders. He has the most ambitious climate proposal of any presidential candidate, and the slogan Build Back Better underpins that nicely. It shows an understanding of the kairos of the time and the impact that's to come. 3 takeaways from Klaus Schwab's closing. We will emerge better from this crisis. The changes already happening prove that that's possible, and this crisis can be an opportunity. The use of Tilikian kairos and logos, logical, timely solutions to imminent problems, is enough to make the case for dealing with an issue of this scale. We don't need much convincing that there's a problem anymore. Everyone would like to hear a timeline to when this is going to end. But we're all characters, and we all have potential solutions to this problem. So instead of waiting for the television to tell us when to do things, when to take our masks off, when to get a shot, let's all work together and come up with solutions above what other people are working on. Let's do this together. Thank you.